This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's blog, Zalma on Insurance. Today we're going to talk about why a fraudster, especially one who cheats the U.S. government, must stay in jail, and why his obesity, diabetes, and potential COVID is not a basis for a compassionate release. The U.S. Congress, feeling sorry for federal prisoners, amended the law to create the First Step Act to allow a district court to shorten a sentence when there exist extraordinary and compelling reasons to release the prisoner. In the United States of America versus Earl Lee Planck, the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Kentucky on March 1, 2023, dealt with his motion for compassionate release under the statute. Planck was originally sentenced to prison for 56 months after he pleaded guilty to conspiring to defraud the United States Crop Insurance Fund and tax evasion. He is scheduled for release on March 4, 2025. The First Step Act allows the court to grant a motion for compassionate release filed by the defendant himself after the defendant has fully exhausted all administrative rights to appeal a failure of the Bureau of Prisons to bring a motion on the defendant's behalf, or the lapse of 30 days from the receipt of such a request by the warden of the defendant's facility, whichever is earlier. The compassionate release statute permits the court to reduce the term of imprisonment and impose a term of probation or supervised release, with or without conditions, that does not exceed the unserved portion of the original term of imprisonment. The court may grant this release only if it finds that extraordinary and compelling reasons warrant such a reduction, and the reduction is consistent with the applicable policy statements issued by the Sentencing Commission. Planck did not set forth any circumstances that the court could find extraordinary and compelling. He stated he has various medical conditions that put him at an increased risk of COVID and serious complications if he contracts COVID, including heart disease, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, diabetes, and obesity. The U.S. District Court noted that the court below sentenced Planck below the advisory guideline range of 78 to 97 months. He has not served even half of the sentence imposed by the trial court, and he has available treatment for his conditions and the availability of vaccines against COVID. Therefore, the court ordered that Planck's motion for compassionate release was denied. In my opinion, defrauding the government's crop insurance program takes money out of the U.S. Treasury and is taken more seriously by federal judges than defrauding private insurers. The fact that Mr. Planck got fat, couldn't sleep, and has created heart disease and high blood pressure does not create a ground for compassionate relief. Fraudsters, whether they defraud private insurers or the federal government insurance plans, deserve prison and should stay for their full sentence. The USDC has no compassion for Mr. Planck, who just got fat in jail and ruined his health. This video was adapted from my blog, Zalma on Insurance, which is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zalma.com/blog. At the blog, you can subscribe, receive notice of 5 blog postings a week, sometimes 6, and you can also subscribe to the video of the blog posting at youtube.com or at rumble.com. And if you found the blog and the videos to be of use to you, please tell your friends and colleagues so that they can also subscribe and read and view these insurance videos. You can also, if you wish, please consider my locals community and my Substack publications, where for a small fee you can receive even more detailed and useful information about insurance and insurance law. Thank you for your attention.